Good morning and welcome back to CityLine. Yep, I have Tacoma Little Theatre in the house and that means fun. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Chris Serface. You are still managing to be the artistic director at Tacoma Little Theatre.
I am.
I love that phrase. I don't know how that got coined. I actually think Judy Cullen coined that phrase at one point. You brought with you some incredible women. Miss Dayna Childs, you are Annie in, let's just put it out there, the Calendar Girls. Welcome, my dear.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. And rounding out the comfy couch, this woman who is a legend, Sharry O'Hare. Welcome back, my
Thank
dear.
you. Thank you.
I love having you in the studio. You are Jessie in the Calendar Girls.
Yes.
And as I said, when I drove by opening night, I went, oh my God, look at the line. Go Tacoma Little Theatre. Boy, this is a season of a lot of risque things, shall we say. First off, let's talk about how did you and why did you pick Calendar Girls?
We always look for something fun and uplifting for the start of our season. The show that we'd originally picked went on rights restriction. So unfortunately—
Tell us what that means.
Rights restriction is companies that license the shows. Sometimes there's a movie being made of it, there's a professional tour coming through, something like that. And so this show went on restricted rights. And the company said, we don't really know why, they just put it on restrictions. So we had to find something else. And I had a friend in Florida who'd done Calendar Girls, and it was great success at their theater. And I thought, what a great thing to bring to start our season off in our 101st season. And the whole theme of this season is shows we've never done before.
Yes.
So Calendar Girls became that choice, and Vicki Webb, who's directing it, said, yes, I'll do that instead of the other one, and it's been a phenomenal journey.
It looks like a phenomenal journey, given the pictures that we're going through. Speaking of phenomenal journeys, how did these socks end up journeying on your ankles? Let's get a shot of the eggs on the ankles.
I didn't quite have time for breakfast this morning, so I decided to wear my breakfast for me to eat later.
This is quite lovely. It kind of fits in with putting food on parts of the body that we see in Calendar Girls. All right, you two. So, what was it like when rehearsals started? And let's start with you first, Dayna.
Well, it was wonderful because we had enough time for our director, Vicki Webb, to just have us sit for a few days and talk.
Yes.
And talk about our relationships, our characters' relationships with each other. So my character's married, and so the actor, Scott Pinkston, who plays my husband, he and I talked about our relationship. We kind of went on a little coffee date for that. And then we talked about our relationship together as friends, and it really helped set the tone for bonding and female friendship and what was to come. Mm-hmm.
And Sharry, what would you add to that?
I would add that when I got the news that I was in this show, I said, I don't care what part I play, I just want to be in the show. And I was out of town, so I didn't know who else got cast. And I saw the cast list, and I said to my husband, Michael, I said, oh my God, I have fallen into casting heaven.
I love this.
Other than two people, I knew everybody, and I had relationships with some of them already, very close bonding. And I hadn't worked with Dayna, but we'd known each other, and she had played opposite my husband, so we had a little familial thing there.
Yes, you did.
But to be in an ensemble show where you have genuine affection with one another and respect and just enjoying watching them perform and being able to be with them on stage and off stage, that was a true joy.
Well, and you've answered the question of what is it like working with so many talented women?
Oh,
you couldn't put it that way. What's it like for you, Dayna, working with these women that it sounds like they've just become your sisters?
They have, and it's unusual to find a show that is so female-centric, and especially actresses our age. So it's been just such a joy, and getting to know each other on and off stage. I feel lucky, too, to have fallen into this cast of just beautiful, talented, lovely, lovely women who are funny.
Yes.
Funny. We
Fun
laugh.
to be with.
And the laughs on stage are genuine laughs.
I love that.
Yeah.
The Sunflower Sisters.
There we go. So, Sharry, rumor has it this show has some fabulous concealment in it. Can you explain that to us?
Well, we were asked when we auditioned if we minded getting down to our skin in some scenes, and of course everybody knew what the show was about before the audition.
Right.
But the fun part came in. All right, so what exactly do we get for concealment? And I have found more things that I never knew existed to cover your bits and pieces. And each of us are wearing different things as cover-ups. But oddly, I mean, we found them at craft stores. They were not at any place exotic.
Right.
So we all have different things on, and we all complain about the stickiness. We all complain about, but once we started working with them and it was comfortable, it got so it was nothing. I mean, it's like anymore, it's just like putting a costume on.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
That's true sisterhood. So speaking of sisterhood, Miss Dayna.
Yes.
How long did it take to get comfortable being naked on stage?
Well, I have to clarify, we are not naked.
Okay.
We are nude.
What's the difference?
We are artists.
Okay.
Art is nude.
Art is nude. So
It's a great joke in the show.
how long did it take you being comfortable being nude?
Well, we had 2 rehearsals that were dedicated specifically to the calendar shoot scene where
Okay.
where we do undress, and closed set, so it was only the people
Thank
who
you.
needed to be there who were in the scenes, and our director, our stage manager, and then Jeffrey, who did our props. He was really there on the sides going, oh, we need to shift this up or that up, or just to make sure, and it really was nothing at all. It just surprisingly easy. After those 2 days, I was like, no.
We actually
nothing.
look forward to doing the scene because it's so much fun. Oh, it's
So
just so
fun.
much fun. Once we start doing it, it's just
What a great testament. I mean, I'm just going to say the feminist in me is like, yes, because we all have the same parts.
Yes.
So what does it matter what they look like?
That's exactly
Let's just
right.
celebrate it.
That's exactly right. And the young man who's playing the photographer, Tristan, he has been absolutely wonderful. And I said, Tristan, you're probably seeing more cellulite than you've ever seen in your whole life. He actually said he loves being with all the older gals.
I
He just
bet.
really enjoys, and he's just, his acting is so remarkable, his reactions and the way that he has photographed us. A fine young actor, Tristan.
Speaking of photographs, there's a rumor, Mr. Chris, there might be a calendar.
I might have brought a
TLT.
present for you.
Is this true? Oh
is
my
true.
gosh. Okay. Where do I need to put this? Right there. Can we? Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. Can I flip to one?
You can flip. I think Fred might pull some images up too.
Okay.
So,
oh, here we go. There we go.
the women in the show actually do a calendar to raise money for a settee in the cancer ward of the local hospital because Annie, the character that Dayna plays' husband, dies of leukemia.
Yes.
And so we thought, what better thing to do than to raise some money for Leukemia Lymphoma Society than to do a calendar of our own and raise some money for them. So that's what we decided to do. And Dennis Kurtz, our staff photographer, did the photos for all of us. And it's the staff, cast, and crew.
I was like, this is genius. The back here. Can we get a shot? This is everybody who's touched this production
Correct.
pretty much.
Show a little skin for the calendar.
There we go. I love this. Okay, this is going to be a hard act to follow, but let's talk about what's happening after Calendar Girls.
We have some great things coming up. This week, Evil Dead the Musical began rehearsing, which is our show for the Halloween season. It opens October 25th and plays through November 11th. It is a campy, fun, musicalized version of the Sam Raimi movie from the 80s, Evil Dead.
Yes.
And there is a splatter zone. So if you want to buy splatter zone seats, you can buy splatter zone seats, and you will get drenched in blood during the show.
Nice.
With a chainsaw hand and everything. We also have added a special show. In addition to our one show that we're doing for the holidays, we added another one for families to come to, and that's a new telling of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas from the mouse point of view.
Very nice.
And it's a lot of fun about a family and their adventure with the mouse in 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And that plays on Saturday afternoons. And there's a few weeknight performances and a Sunday evening performance of that show also. So if you want to find something for the family to do during the holidays, this is one of your tickets in addition to coming and seeing Holmes for the Holidays, which is our other Christmas show.
TLT always has the best holiday shows. Let's talk about any murder mystery dinners coming up.
We do. Coming up in October, we are once again partnering with the Social Bar and Grill
Yum.
down on Dock Street. And we're putting on Stage for Murder, which has some phenomenal actors from across our community. And Karen Christensen, who's one of the Calendar Girls, is directing it. And it's $55, and it's a night of entertainment. It's October 10th through the 13th. So Thursday through Saturday is at 7:30 down at the Social, and then Sundays at 3 p.m. And tickets are starting to go fast, but it's the 4-course meal and the show.
Fabulous. And then you always, in addition to having great holiday shows, you're known for your classes, education. What do you have for the fall?
Starting in October, our fall education classes start up. We have our Monday and Wednesday after school program, and then our Tuesday and Thursday after school program. We also offer a homeschool program, so if you have homeschooled students, we have that for them. We also offer adult classes too. So we have adult improv coming up along with a youth improv, and currently we have an adult audition class. But our classes switch about every 3 months, so keep your eyes open on our website for other great offerings we have.
I love that. So season tickets, if you haven't got season tickets, which I can't imagine you haven't, can we still get them?
You can still get them. If you come to Calendar Girls, you can even prorate that ticket off of the season ticket price, but we've got a whole bunch of great shows coming up. After Evil Dead and the holiday shows, we have Shattering, which is a world premiere, A Chorus Line, Terms of Endearment, and The Manchurian Candidate.
Those three just make my head spin. It's fabulous. Thank yous. Who do we need to thank, my friend?
The Tacoma, Pierce County, all the wonderful people who are here and supporting live theater in our community. We've been around for 101 years now, and it's due to our community. The great board, the staff, the cast, the crews, the volunteers that help keep us going.
Absolutely. I want to say thank you to all three of you. You two. And the team that we couldn't get on the comfy couch, all the rest of the Calendar Girls.
Thank
Thank you for being so brave from the inside out. To put yourselves out there, pardon the pun, and to recreate this beautiful, endearing story that really is about living your life to the fullest. So thank you so much for being
Thank you
great
for having
examples
us.
of that. And for you, mister, you continue to keep a 101-year-old lady as fresh as a daisy or sunflower. Thank you so much for all the great vision and programming and for really making this still the best little theater west of the Mississippi.
Thank you.
is.
Love you all. Thank you so much
is.
for being here.
Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you.
Pleasure. When we come back, the Nisqually Watershed Festival will be here. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back after a little bit of musical chairs. We'll see you in a bit.